Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Trent, Sage of Truth, and I'm back here with another video. And I'm back here with part 2, breaking down Demi Lovato. Now, as I said in the last video, that this world is a stage, meaning that all of these characters are just characters, they're just actors. They lie about everything. They lie about their story, their life. They lie about their gender, they're all inverts. And they lie about just playing different characters. They lie about their death. They fake their deaths and they play different characters, and they play different characters when they're alive. They're like Hannah Montana. That show didn't just come out someone's ass. They made that show because that's what they do. Celebrities and all these people, they play different lives. And so, who's Demi Lovato? Well, let's take a look. This is Demi Lovato right here. And then here's Debby Ryan. Yes, Demi Lovato is Debby Ryan. Now, I understand if you're not a fan of Demi Lovato and you can't see it, but if you're a fan of Demi Lovato, you should be able to see this right away. Now, this right here is called illusion magic. You know, it's deception. This is witch. This is what they do. And let me show you how similar looking they are, because they're the same person. But first, I'm going to show you the pattern and how fake the Demi Lovato story is. How Demi Lovato never went through bullying or went through eating disorders or went to rehab or anything like that. So when I was a fan of Demi Lovato, I remember this drama that happened on Twitter between Kathy Griffin and Demi. And it says Kathy Griffin thinks Demi Lovato is the biggest douche she has ever met. And then she tweeted this, retweeted something like biggest douche celebrity ever met, and then said probably Demi Lovato. Plus she used to calm the F down about Lady Gaga getting barfed on. And yeah, you see how she said Demi Lovato? That wasn't a mistake. It was on purpose, trying to mock us. Because once this happened, this whole beef, all the Demi Lovato's fans was like, are you stupid, Demi Lovato? But they both knew the truth is that Demi Lovato plays the role of Debby Ryan. And it says, only a douche to people I can't stand. It took a picture of Kathy Griffin with her tongue sticking out. Kathy Griffin is supposed to be in the background with Demi Lovato's tongue sticking out. But remember this, Demi Lovato is a man and Kathy Griffin is a man. Kathy Griffin is actually Anderson Cooper's brother, if you didn't know that. And so check out the similarities between these two. They're pretty much identical. All they did was change the makeup, maybe put a tiny bit of prosthetics on, and called it a day. Just changed the hair. I mean, the only difference is that the lips and the eyes. And all you have to do is put on contacts for the eyes and the prosthetics for the lips. And that's why Debby Ryan kind of looks like a chipmunk. It's just that they did something with the lips, and they also put fake teeth, which is why Debby Ryan is always biting his mouth. But this is Demi Lovato. I mean, just look. This is freaking Demi Lovato. The eyebrows match. They just changed it to brown. And the chins are exactly the same. I know Demi Lovato anywhere. I was a fan of for 10 plus years, so I know this is Demi Lovato. And then I did the symmetry test. It matches up perfectly. Shoot. You should just like screenshot this and then just stare at it for a while. And you'll be like, damn. It's just one person. And it is. This is the same person. Like, damn. And then I did this. It's the same person. Like, check it out. All he did was put contacts on. Nothing really changed, and a few moles to cover up the tattoos. That's what the moles are for. They cover up the neck tattoos and the arm tattoos and all that stuff. And it says right here, Demi Lovato is 5'3". Debby Ryan is 5'5", and that is so easy to just to fake. You just throw on some heels. Demi Lovato wears very, very, very high heels, so that's very easy to fake. And as you can see, they have the same exact smile. It's just Debby Ryan looks a little bit more like a chipmunk because the prosthetics and the fake teeth, so it's more uncomfortable to smile for Demi. That's the only difference. And just a little bit different makeup. But this is the same person. As you can see, they dress the same, everything. Have the same hairstyle. Same smile like I said earlier. They pose the same. Like, they're the same person. This makeup, like I said, illusion magic. This is what it is, illusion magic. But if you open your eyes, you will see the truth. And then we have Debby Ryan. I noticed, Demi Lovato always does this. Demi Lovato always poses with a kiss. As I said, that's weird. See? This is a classic Demi Lovato pose. They're the same person. Then we have supposedly Debby Ryan, which is Demi Lovato. I mean, look, the jaw, you can't deny the jaw. That's Demi Lovato's jaw. Like, damn. Just throw on a fucking wig or something, or just dyed her hair. This is Demi Lovato. Yep. As you can see, same hairstyles, same rock hairstyle. This is Demi Lovato. This is just like Demi Lovato in Camp Rock, so they weren't even hiding it this time. Like, this is just Demi Lovato in a different font. Crazy. They're the same person. See, look, the same style. And then this is Demi Lovato's hands. Now, like I said, since I was a fan, I know like a lot about Demi Lovato. And I know for a fact that Demi Lovato's hands are like very, very veiny. Like they're just, her veins always sticking out. Or his veins, my bad. And this right here is also Demi Lovato's hands. And this is Demi Lovato's hands before he got the tattoos. And this is Debby Ryan's hands. Like I said, Demi Lovato's hands are very, 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 very veiny. And this looks just like Demi Lovato's hands. And here's Demi Lovato's hands without the tattoos. And here we have Demi Lovato in a blazer. Here's Debby Ryan in the blazer. And the same type of hairstyle. So, they're just the same person. And here we go. The same nose. The same lips. And the chin matches perfectly. Even the collarbone matches perfectly, you guys. This is the same person. You see how even the head matches? You look past the bangs. This is the same person. The same eyes, even here. Even if they just made the eyes a little bigger, you can tell this is Demi Lovato's eyes. So, yep. Don't be deceived by just one bigger eye. They're the same person. And look at the eyebrows. All they did was like fill it in to make it browner, but this is Demi's eyes. Or her eyebrows. So, and see here, it's easy to make one eye bigger than the other. So, same pose, same type of smile, same type of hair, same pose. And here we have the classic so-called Disney pose that Demi created. And here we have Demi doing it here as Debby Ryan. This is Demi Lovato right here. Just imagine this hair brown. And that's Demi Lovato. Here's the Disney knees. And then we have Demi Lovato with her, or his husband, who's the same person as this, the guy from 21 Pilots, Josh Dunn. This is the same couple, just disguised as someone else, playing a different role on this world stage. This is the same people, and I'm gonna prove it to you guys. Just hold on, just take a look at these pictures. It's crazy what they do to deceive us. Don't they get tired of acting this way, playing this many roles, and doesn't it get confusing for them? But damn, I guess it's their job to be actors, through and through. Sad. These are the same people, remind you. It's freaking crazy. This looks just like Demi Lovato right here. Wild. So I'm about to prove to you guys that these are the same people. So Jordan, Demi Lovato's husband, the same person as Josh Dunn. Here we have a scar right here, a scar right here, a scar. Well, these are supposed to be piercing scars, or what, holes, right here and right here. And I didn't even get the chance to, circle all his blemishes and scars. But as you can see, he has a scar slash blemish or whatever right here. So let's take a look. Here's the scar right there. Right there. Here's the freaking piercing holes right there. Right there. And then look. The scar right there. There's a little bit makeup on it to try to cover it up, but it's the same scar. So I don't want to hear anything about these not being the same people. They are. It just looks like this dude is wearing a freaking mask. It's creepy as hell. Yeah. And then if you zoom in on his ear, you can tell that these plugs, or whatever you call them, they're not real. He doesn't have no holes in his ears. So there goes that. So these are the same people. So here's Demi Lovato's blemishes and scars. I know them pretty well. I had so many pictures, and I looked at so many pictures of Demi Lovato as a fan when I was a kid. So check this out. We have this scar, blemish, or whatever you want to call it, right by the eye, right under the eye. And then you have these two dots right here. You go on the mouth, right there. And this is the most obvious one right here. Okay? And if you go over here, you can see that. Pretty sure there's more, like right here. But let's go to Debby Ryan, aka Demi Lovato. Like I said, you have the scar right by the eye, 2 dots, and these are what the moles are for, to cover them. That's why Debby Ryan character has all these moles, to cover the scars, the blemishes, and the tattoos. So you even have the one right here. And what did I say? A scar right there. There's like no doubt these are the same people. Oh, and a scar right here. Let's double check. Yep, right there. There's no doubt these are the same people. They're playing with us, y'all. They be playing with us. But we have to be smart. And we have to see through the lies. And so, this show was Debby Ryan's show on Netflix. And as you can see here, the poster says "Sorry, Not Sorry," which stood out to me because Demi Lovato has the same title song. It's very interesting. And the "sorry" is even crossed out. And right here, Demi Lovato, "Sorry, Not Sorry," with the "sorry" crossed out. They're always dropping hints, you guys. They're always dropping hints. Now, the show Insatiable was basically about Demi Lovato's life, just a little bit exaggerated. So this is supposed to show you guys that Demi Lovato's life is scripted, and so is Debby Ryan's. And all of Hollywood and everyone on TV's life is scripted to deceive us and to divide us. That's their motto. The Freemasons' motto is order out of chaos. And so it says, Insatiable is a dark comedy drama series on Netflix starring Debby Ryan. The show revolves around a bullied, overweight teenager, Patty, who loses weight and enters beauty pageants to seek revenge on her bullies. The premise and portrayal of weight loss and body image in Insatiable sparked significant controversy, with many accusing the TV show of fat shaming and insensitivity. So, this is definitely all of Demi Lovato's life, because Sorry Not Sorry is about Demi supposedly going against his haters about getting bullied and getting bullied for being overweight. So that's what this song is about. And now that Demi Lovato looks good, you guys should be sorry, but this is fucking ridiculous how scripted this shit is. And then, as you can see, Demi Lovato used to do beauty pageants. And it said right there that that's what the character did. And Insatiable did beauty pageants to get revenge on her bullies. And it says Demi Lovato was bullied for her looks, her weight, and her voice. The bullying was so relentless, she dropped out and was homeschooled. By 9, which is coded, you guys. 9 is coded Freemasonry. She was acting on Barney and Friends. By 15, coded for the number 6. Some demonic shit, you guys. She was a Disney icon, but the pressure to be perfect was crushing. And as you can see, there's Demi Lovato, supposedly with the eating disorder, and then to the right, supposedly Demi Lovato's all healthy. But real ones should know that this is just fucking Photoshop. This is all that is. So, then here's Debby Ryan in the fat suit, and then Debby Ryan supposedly healthy. So it's supposed to be, yin and yang, because that's what the elites like, duality. They're also about duality when they play these characters. So,
I just talked to Romeo.
I'm about to show you guys, Debby Ryan talking in a video, and then I'm going to show you Demi Lovato talking in a video. And then, if you want, you can go on YouTube and just keep on comparing the voices. And just so you know, Demi Lovato was also on a show called Sunny with a Chance, where he was also able to pull different accents and sound different. So it's not that hard for Demi Lovato to do that. Keep that in mind.
I just talked to Romeo. I'm glad you said that before I talked to him. It would have been awkward. That's so funny. He's a doll. I adore him.
He's such a sweet guy. I know you're so busy. You have the holiday episode airing on Friday, which we're super excited about. You get tased?
I get tased by an elf, and there's so much that happens in it. It's like, one of those typical, family kind of can't get home, and then we have to save Christmas, and Jessie not only is the nanny, but she's also kind of trying to get everything done. Robbie doesn't know of Santa Claus, so Zuri kind of explains it as, this fat man sees you when you're sleeping. So we have, Santa-phobe issues. It's just a lot. It's so much fun.
And, the last time I saw you was right as the show was getting ready to kick off. The response has been incredible. I feel like you're in a breaking news story for, the Hollywood Reporter.
I just talked to Romeo.
Okay. each other time I've been like super nervous and I'll be shaking the whole time.
Really?
But like, I don't know, I might have gotten used to it like today.
Look at you.